Hello, everybody. We're still talking about the exporting of data from Aspen Plus to Microsoft Excel, and in the previous video, we saw that we can get the stream results from here, and from the send to Excel, we were able to export all the data as Excel table or a spreadsheet in an Excel file. And this saved us a lot of time of copying and pasting and getting all the issues solved with the copying and pasting. Um, and now we want to go to the next level for the exporting of data from Aspen Plus to Microsoft Excel. So what we did before was just copying and pasting the data or exporting the data as numbers. So if I do any change here, it's not gonna reflect in the Excel file. So if I need to export the data, I have to re-export it one more time so that I get the updated results. And this is something that the software can save time for us by using what's called the ASW. Uh, Before we go to this, I just want to mention one quick thing, which is that I'm gonna do this tutorial on the absorption stripping system without the recycle. So what we did in the previous video was including the recycle stream, which included a pump, a heat exchanger, a cooler, and a mixer. So the number of units was larger, and the number of streams accordingly was more than the number of streams we have here. So we have here only 6 streams, 3 here and 3 here, so there are only 6 streams. And the reason I'm doing this is because the exporting the data sometimes takes like some time for exporting the data and for making sure that everything is fine. And it's gonna be the same procedure, and they are gonna be the same steps that I'm doing here for here or for a larger flow sheet. So for the sake of time, I'm doing this on a small flow sheet to save time. Um, of course, you can do this on any flow sheet, even if it's like 100 units, you can do this. So let's go back to the stream results and see what we have here as the option of exporting the data, and this is called send to Excel slash ASW. We didn't talk about the ASW in the previous video because this is a separate topic, and I prefer to talk about it in a separate video. And if we see what is the hint saying, it's gonna tell us that you are sending stream summary to Excel as a static report, which we have already done in the previous video, or a live Aspen simulation workbook, which is the topic of today's video. So the Aspen simulation workbook, which is the abbreviation of ASW, it's the Aspen simulation workbook. So from the hint that we see here, it says that you have two options: either a static report, and the static is important, which means that the data are static, they are not going to change, or live Aspen simulation workbook. The live simulation workbook is workbook that is linked to the Aspen Plus file. So it automatically updates the numbers according to the changes in the numbers in the Excel file, in the Aspen Plus file. So in case you did some edits to the file and changed some of the inputs and did ran the simulation and the numbers that changed, you will find that everything is updating automatically in the Excel file. So it's way better than just copying and pasting many times, especially if you're doing some changes continuously to the file. So you don't want to waste a lot of time copying and pasting each time you change the results. So what we're gonna do is exactly what we did last time, with just one exception, which is what I'm gonna show you right now when the window opens. So which is this: export variable link information with tables to enable live links using Aspen simulation workbook. So this is what we're gonna do, and when we check this and export to Excel, and then we need to pick the file name. So I'm gonna call it absorption stripping Aspen simulation workbook. So you'll see that it's exporting the data. It might take little more time than it used to take before, and of course if the flow sheet is bigger, it's going to take even longer time. And when we open the Excel file, it's gonna take little longer time as well, because it's doing something more than just opening an Excel file. And this is the point. That it's gonna open this Aspen Plus window, and it's opening the Aspen simulation workbook, which is one of the software that are installed with Aspen Plus. So it's telling you that something different is happening now. And now when the file opens, you'd see that there are a lot of like notes on each of the cells that are exported, and it's telling you that automatic simulation case link information found in this workbook. There are link information with Aspen Plus file. So do you want to create the links? And it's telling you that the number of cells containing links are 644 in only one sheet. So this is exactly what I want to do. So the simulation case seems to be running now. So it seems that the file is open. So which I have here. So do you want to attach the running case? Yes, I want to attach the running case. And it's giving me an important hint. It's telling me that I'm now connected to the running simulation case, which is the Aspen Plus file. And it's telling me that I shouldn't close the simulation case before closing this workbook. So this workbook should be closed first, or disconnected from the case first before closing the file. Otherwise it may crash, or may something wrong might happen. So this is what I'm gonna do, and you see that it is kind of updating the links now, going stream by stream, updating numbers automatically until it's gonna get all the numbers updated at the end of the updating, or at the end of the case. So what you need to do now is just to wait until it's done. And this is what I was mentioning before, that it takes time. And if you have, for instance, 15 streams or something like this, then it's going to take even more time than it's taking now. And finally, it tells me that the variable link and table generation completed successfully. So I have now everything updated. And the number of variables added to the organizer, whatever. We'll talk about the organizer in the next video, inshallah. So for now, we're happy with what we have. There's something that might prevent this from working, and all these windows that opened couldn't work in a case. So you have to, in case you didn't see what I saw, you just found this with the red notes here. Then you need to check that this ribbon is here, which is the Aspen Simulation Workbook. The Aspen Simulation Workbook is like an add-in that's installed automatically when you install Aspen Plus to your computer, and it links, and it's responsible for the linkage between the Aspen, the software, the Microsoft Excel software, and Aspen Plus software. In case you do not see this, you just need to go here in File and then Options. And in the options, you go to add-ins, and in the add-ins, you'd see that there is a list of add-ins. Some of them are active and some are not active. The active, what I have here, these are the active add-ins. And if you do not see this ribbon here, then the Aspen Plus, Aspen Simulation Software Aspen Plus Workbook is going to be here. So what you need to do is to take a look at this. There are Excel add-ins, and there are COM add-ins, and there are XML expansion pack, whatever. So what I need to do is choose the COM add-ins and click go, and you would find that the Aspen Simulation Workbook is not checked. So just check it and click OK. And by doing this, you should see this ribbon. If it doesn't show up, just close the software, the Microsoft Excel software, and open it, and this ribbon should be there. So this is all what we need to do for now, until so that you can find the Aspen Simulation Workbook ribbon available in your Microsoft Excel software. And then you need to re-export the data from Aspen Plus to Microsoft Excel, so that you get everything as I showed you in this video, or in a few minutes ago. Anyway, so there is one important thing that you need to to notice here that there are, first, before this, there are the workbook thing. They are related to the linking and the links between Excel and Aspen Plus. You can refresh the numbers or the links. Do backup. You can check the table. You can check the links. Make sure that all the links and tables are working fine. You can even delete the workbook or whatever. So these are all related to the linkage between the two software. Here you can choose which software or which Aspen Plus file that you are linking to this Excel file. I have only one open file, that's why it is the one that's chosen. If you have more than one file open, you can have the link of all of them. Here in this visible, it shows or hides the Aspen Plus file. So I have it here. You cannot see it because I am not showing the bar in the bottom, but it's here. If you make it invisible, then I'm not seeing the software. It's not closing it, but I cannot see it. It's hiding it. And this is the connected or disconnected. I'm not gonna click on it because it's gonna mess up everything. But for now, this is what I mentioned in the when I finished exporting. The message said that you need to either disconnect or to close this Excel first before closing the simulation file. So you can disconnect it from here. There are some other things that we're gonna talk about in the next video, but this is kind of nice thing that you can run the simulation from here. You can reset the simulation and run it from here, and this is what I'm gonna do now. So what I'm doing, it's keep in mind that it is not putting the numbers from here, it's taking the numbers from Aspen Plus. So I'm gonna open Aspen Plus, and you see here that required input complete. I don't have any results here. This happened by resetting from Excel. It's not from Aspen Plus. I'm running the simulation here now, and it is doing everything for me, and I'm not doing anything by myself. You'd see that I mean in Aspen Plus. So you'd see that it's running the simulation, and it says starting solver for simulation, and you just need to wait until it's done. Of course, it's gonna take more time than it takes when you do it in Aspen Plus directly, because it's sending the order to another software and then running the simulation there and then getting the results from the software to here. But this is what we have. It's amazing to see that it's doing everything without the need to go there. So in case you're doing some work here and you don't want to keep going back and forth between the software, this is gonna be very nice thing. The one other thing here that you need to keep in mind is that you cannot change anything here. If I, for instance, want to change this to 10, it's oops, I'm sorry, to 10, it's not gonna change. It's not letting you change. You can change the number, but it's not gonna change in reality. What you need to do is to simply go here and change the number. So I'm gonna do one thing here just to show you how it reflects from here to there. So I'm gonna change the solvent flow rate, and I want to see how this affects the purity of the pure gas, or the number of moles of ammonia in the pure gas, which is this number. So I have these are the variables that I'm gonna be monitoring. So I'm gonna highlight them so I can see. So I'm gonna change this to 1000 for instance, and we're gonna see how everything will change. So what I'm gonna change is the solvent to absorber, and this is 1000. Oops, 1000, and I'm running the simulation, so it's running here, and you just need to keep an eye on the numbers here. I think I have here some maybe the no, I don't have a design spec, but I put this as 1000, so this should be 1000 as well. For some reason it's not changing. This is the stream is called solution solvent to absorber, so it should be 1000. It's 1000, but I don't know, something is not right here. um, let's change it one more time. I'm gonna change it to 1200s, and we're gonna see. So this is 1000, this is the sum of what I have above, so maybe something about the links is not right. I think something is wrong with this cell, but the rest of the cells are changing automatically. So maybe I need to check the links, make sure that there are no broken links. I think something is wrong here, but anyways, the idea is clear. This is the flow rate of water that I'm changing. This is the flow rates of the outputs. I can compare them to the stream summaries that I have, and make sure that this is the pure gas. Let's see the pure gas. These are the mole flows. It's 892. I think there's something wrong with the total molar flow rate, because I saw this before. I don't know why, but there is something wrong with exporting the total molar flow rate. But these numbers are correct, like these three, which are these three, but the total is not the same. So it's kind of surprising that it's not the same. So um, yeah, it's not linked for some reason. Anyways, so you can kind of calculate it by yourself if you need it. But anyways, so this is what I want to show you in this video. It's quite amazing, and I was like very happy to know about it.